Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our specialty class today. Hope you're all well. Well, this was the stamp set that's been sitting on my table from last night, and I thought, well, you know what? We're going to use it again today, the Adventurous Sky, as I have been requested. Teresa, can you please show us again how to do that easel card you did in the Kit Club the other night? People have seen the card that I put up and have been asking me how to make it again. And I don't mind sharing that. And so I thought I'm going to do something very different. And I mean, not different in the book easel card, but I'm going to still use a piece of my leather that we've been using all week. So I'm still going to add that into it. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you. Wave, wave. Hi, Heather. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Have you all got your coffee? I've just got mine. I've been running a little bit late today. A little bit behind schedule trying to work out different things that are happening. Okay, so let's come down to the workbench. And if you come on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, hello, and thank you for coming on and watching the replay. I do love it when you come on. Just don't forget to write that you're watching the replay. Tell me what you love about the class, or tell me something that's happened in your day, something exciting that's been happening, or something maybe not so exciting. But I'm happy for you to share. So let's get down to make this card. So we're making the book easel card. Now, have you got a pen and paper? Because I do not have a tutorial. I only have going to be having it done here on the video. But you can watch the video over and over and over again. You know my videos are saved forever until, well, as long as... Tanya, you got your catalogue. Ooh, Tanya got her mini catalogue. Now, don't forget, I have put up, thanks for reminding me, Tanya. I have put up that anyone that's one of my customers, if you want a mini catalogue, you need to go onto the link where it says, do you need a catalogue or a picture of me holding the mini catalogue? Click that link and register for it. I've been changing all my information around, and I need you to re-register so I get updates on addresses, updates on emails, updates on phone numbers, because everyone keeps changing things. So we need to get that all up to date on my mailing system, or you won't be getting anything. So it's all been wiped and it's all starting fresh. So unless you contact me and fill out the forms, you will not get put on it, which will be a shame. But there's just so many people that I've tried ringing that their phone numbers aren't working, emails that are bouncing back, and obviously changed emails. So I really need people to reach out to me. So if you've been to an in-home party a while ago, or going back some time with me, and you've got some crafty friends, just ask them, have you updated your information with Teresa? Go on to her site and update your information. And right up until the 23rd, we have got a special for everyone that does that, or we've got a competition happening, or we've got a draw happening, or gift giving happening, I should say. I'll get it right. Gift giving happening for someone to win $100 worth of free products. So make sure that your friends are registered. Everyone that's registered will go into that draw. And that will be drawn on the 23rd, which is my 18th birthday for Stampin' Up. Okay, let's get to the book easel card. Have you got your notepad and pen? Your base card is 21 centimetres by 14.5, scored at 10.5. Okay, so make sure that you score it at 10.5. Now with your easel card, you're going to turn your front upwards, not under. It's going to come up to your fold line. Okay, so come up to your fold line. So bring your front up to your fold line. Use your bone folder. I'm just getting it nice and straight here. I want it nice and straight. Get your bone folder and straighten that out. So it's going to come up. So Don't forget that. Folds up. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need to choose your designer series paper, and I have chosen our beautiful paper that's not much left in my pack, actually, my men's pack. There's not a lot in this. Take to the Sky. I don't have a lot left in here because I've been using it a lot for cards, which is really beautiful. So you need 2 of these, and these are 14 by 5. 14 centimeters by 5. And these are going to go in here. Now you can trim them down a bit more if you want to. It depends on yourself. So we're going to glue that in. I'm going to glue it as we go so that you can sort of see how to put it together. Now I'm just going to make sure my maps look around the right way. I think that's the way it goes. I love the designer series paper because you can use either side of your designer series paper when you're making these book cards, which is really lovely. Don't forget, at the moment we have 15% off a selected lot of designer series paper. So if you haven't seen them, jump over onto my online store and make a coffee, have a browse. Teresa Brown Stamping at teresabrownstamping.stampinup.net is my shop. So Teresa Brown Stamping.stampinup.net. Just go on there, have a browse, click onto the clearance rack, click onto the kits, click onto everything that we have. I'm just looking to see which way it looks the right way up. I think this way. You will get a little bit confused with this design paper like this. Okay, so we've got our base and we've got our first 2 strips on. So the next thing we need to do is we need to make a band for our stopper. So our stopper is 14 by 3, and I'm just using the same colour as my base colour, which is mossy green, mossy meadow, which is a beautiful khaki type green. I like the mossy meadow. And we're going to put this across here. Now you can do it right in the middle if you want to, of this bit here. This is where your stopper's going. Then I'm going to come in with some of the designer series paper. Okay, and the designer series paper is 14 by 2. You can make it a little bit wider if you want to. You can make it 2.5. It just depends how big a band you want on your cardstock. Okay. Glue that on. I don't think it really matters. It's very hard to tell with the maps. Oh, that's pretty good. I think we pretty well matched that up anyhow. Looks a bit awesome, doesn't it? Now we've been doing the fleck leather technique, or the 4 leather technique, however you pronounce it, this week. So we've been making lots and lots of cards with this leather technique. So if you haven't been catching up on that, the videos are down underneath here. There are also some on Crafty Monday and also some on our technique class. So, because we've been doing them in all the different classes this week. Okay, now we're going to make the book part. Okay, so write on your notes, book. So this is the measurements for the book, because we've done all the base. This is the base that we've just done. Now we're going to do the book part. So our back, now I've come down 0.5 to what I did the other day because I had to get some paper out. So like had to measure up paper in. So I've just come down 0.5. So you can make them 0.5 bigger if you want to, but this is a good size. This is 12.5 by 9.5. So this is our back page. Then our next one is 12 by 9. Now we're going to do these 2 pages first. I'm just going to keep doing the page, going along as we go. Line them up and use your bone folder to crease them down. So that's our book. Line this one up. So bring it right to the edge and then come down with our bone folder. Now we want to scoop. So you can either use your pick tool or your bone folder and just curl your pages. Okay, so you're just going to curl them. Don't push too hard. You don't want to rip your designer series paper. You just want to curl it. So it's got a bit of a curve coming around like a book. Okay, the same with your paper, but you don't, like I said, you don't want to rip anything. You just want to curve it. Okay, so I used the pick tool when we did the kit one, but I'm just using my bone folder today. You can use either one. So can you see how the pages are like that? So we'll put the first 2 pages over there for a minute while we have a look at our second pages or our front pages. They're our back ones. So this is 11.5 by 8.5. Now this is the same cardstock as you're using for your base card, or you can come in with different if you want to. It just depends on what you want to do. Okay, there's no right or wrong. And then I had to trim this piece, see, so I made it all up to that. So this is 11 by 8 and I folded it already in half, and I'm just going to curve this. Now this is interesting because this is the flex lever, and if you're interested in knowing how to make that, then you'll need to go back and watch some of the previous videos. So this is going to go in here, and I chose to put this one in here just to make it a little bit interesting, to show that you can make your own background paper as well. You don't have to just use your designer series paper. Okay, so we need tear tape for this. I find tear tape's the best. It's strong. It's a lot easier than the glue. It doesn't, you know, it sometimes is hard for the glue to dry quick enough to do your book. So I find that tear tape's just as good. So we're going to bring the tear tape right down on the fold, and we're just going to rip it off at the bottom there. And I'm just going to get my bone folder and sort of work over that. Make sure that we do our fold again and lift our paper off, or our backing off, I should say. Pick tool is really good for that. So you're going to line this up into your card. So I'm holding it like this, the fold's here, and I'm just going to eyeball the edges to make sure that I've got the same sort of border going around, and then pressing this into the fold. Whoop. I think that went crooked. And you know what? The hardest thing is once you get this down, you've got to be really, really careful if you're lifting it up, okay? It's got to be really, really careful because you can rip it. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up into that fold because I want the fold on both sides. And grab your bone folder and bring it across so that it sort of sticks it down. You can even get your bone folder and just push it through into the middle there as well. Okay, then we need mini glue dots. Who uses their mini glue dots? Who loves them? I love mini glue dots. Little silicone dots that are invisible. Hard to see. And I'm going to grab my pick tool for this. Okay, pick tool. Oh, here's one. So I'm going to start. You can see they're so little. I don't even know if you can see that on there, but it's so little. So I'm going to put one in the center and one either side. I'm only going to use the 3. I'm not going to cover the whole lot. I'm just doing 3. One there, one at the end there, and one at the end here. Okay, so then you're going to come in and you're going to make sure that that's curved a little bit and put that first, get that first glue dot in the middle where you want it, and then press in your sides. Okay, so you want that book to be curved a little bit. The same with this side. I'm just looking to see whether I'm going to have enough glue dots on this page, on this roll. I think I'm just about running out. I don't know, maybe. Oh, I have got another page to put together, haven't I? Might try to keep them in the circle if you can. So just lift them with your pick tool or scissors or something to keep them nice and firm, and then bend that a little bit and push that in, so you can sort of see that your pages are curved a little bit there. So we'll put that one aside and we'll do this one now. So once again, we're going to use our tear tape down the center, so over each side of the fold. Rip it off. It doesn't have to go right to the bottom. You can rip it off before the bottom, before the top. Just make sure that you stick it down nice and try to fold it into that curve. Pull the back off. Now I'm going to come in this way. So hold it in your hand and line it up to that fold line, making sure that you've got the same sort of border around it, and then come in and get your bone folder, give it a nice score, and come in with your mini glue dots again on the inside of the page. So one in the middle, one on each side, okay, so just line them up, have the border that you want going around, make sure that you've got your border that you want going around, press your middle one down and then your two ends, okay, and then you'll get that nice curved bit happening in on your page. Hello everyone, sorry I've been busy talking and not saying hello. I haven't lifted my head up yet. So in here, in the middle, and one either side. One on this edge. Pick tools are brilliant for this, or if you haven't got a pick tool, use your paper scissors to lift your little mini dots up, because you want them pretty well. So line this one up first, your middle one, to where you want it, and you can press down on it and then press down on your either sides. That will keep your curve happening in your book. Okay, then once you've done that, we're just going to come through with some tear tape on here again. Now I'm going to rip that off now because it's a little bit easier. And it does stick to your fingers and you have to be careful. And I'm going to flip it over the other side as well. I want it on both sides. So make sure that you rub it really hard. And I'm going to have to rub it pretty hard with my fingers because I can't put it down. And make sure that I get the back off. And then fold this bit over and line this up into your book part. Now the thing is, like I said, you've got to be really, really mindful to get it into the folds where you want to get it straight away. Don't press down hard until you've got it exactly where you want, because once you get that tear tape down, and you don't have to do anything on them because that makes your little book. But we do need some tear tape on this, the back part. But once you get that tear tape down, don't press it until you're ready to put it where you want it. Make sure it's in the right spot and then press it down nice and firm, because once it's been pressed down hard and firm, it's so hard to get back up, okay? You will rip it. But if you lift it pretty well straight away, then you won't. Okay, so a little bit down the side, because we only want to do the top half of this, so we don't want to way down to the bottom. We only want to do it part of the way. And rip that one off and bring it over to this side. So now this is the back of your book. You've got, and this is the top of your book. Okay, so you've got your 3 bits of tear tape on here. Just make sure that you get it down as hard as you can, even if you've got your finger underneath it. Okay, so you're going to lift these 3 bits off. 1, and the center. And you do, if it feels like it's going to lift the tape up, try rubbing it a little bit harder in that corner before you lift it. Okay, so that you can make sure that it's just the backing that you're lifting, not the tape. Okay, because we just want the backing bit. Okay, so once you've got that, then you're going to line this up pretty well into the center of your card here. Okay, so this is your top bit that flips up. So you're going to come in, and you can mark it if you want to, but you're going to eyeball it otherwise, and come down to where it's going to go. And you can curve your pages a bit more if you need to afterwards. You can do that, and you can do it with your pick tool if you need to bring these pages in a bit more curved. Okay, so this is going to come up like this as your book. Now, I'm not sticking them down as yet. I'm not sticking them down at all. If you're going to put a ribbon or anything in, you put that in before you glue it on. If you don't want a ribbon in there, you don't have to. If you want a piece of paper, you can. Now, I'm just going to pull that up like that, because when you pull it up to the top, it sort of is virtually nearly the same as that square. We're going to put an extra piece down the bottom here, and we're going to use some dimensions on this to stop it as a stopper, because we want a stopper down here. And I've gone with the same colour as inside the book on that front page. And I am going to put a few dimensions along here, because I want this to sit nice and firm, because I want the book to be able to slide up against it and not slip over it. So this is just going to go right into the center here. That looks about right. And then once you're happy with it, you can bring that down. And then I'm just going to, this is Happy Birthday. And this Happy Birthday came out of the bits that are already out of those kits on page 19, I think they are, in our main catalogue. And they're already die cutted out for you. These are the label ones, and they've already got the words on them for you. And what I call, they're quick and easy. So if you don't have time to stamp out a word, or you don't have a particular word, or you like this font, you can use this one. Okay, so we're making this one into a birthday card. So this one's really nice. This one can be a birthday card. I just curled that one up a bit too much, so I'm just going to bring it down, and I'm just going to sit something light on it like that to hold it while we stamp out. We're going to go over time a little bit, sorry, but it's hard to sometimes not go over time with this particular card. It's very hard to get it done in half an hour. It usually takes just a little bit longer. Even though I have cut the pieces up, it still can take a little bit longer. I have to get a new piece of paper because I don't think that might fit on there. I think this one's a bit wider again. Okay, let's see. I might get my little aeroplane on here. And I'm just going to go with the mossy green ink, because I've used the mossy green paper from the, this is just the little aeroplane. And I thought I might just do one or two, I'm not sure. I'm going to grab my Big Shot up, because you've got dies for this one, so you don't have to fussy cut. So we're going to grab the dies out. I love these dies. Look at my messy dies from last night. Okay. It's all right, I will fix them up a bit later. And I'm going to grab that Big Shot. Oh, I shouldn't say Big Shot. I should say die cutting machine. And look, honestly, when you've been using a Big Shot for such a long time, it's really hard to keep thinking die cut machine. Okay, so we have plate number 1, plate number 2, one plate number 3, then our cardstock with the image facing up. Then we put our die over the top of it. Now, if you need something to hold it, you can use a little Post-it note. I'll just grab one to show you. You can buy these little Post-it notes. You just need a little bit. Let me just grab one. Just grab a little Post-it note, pop that over your die. That will hold it into place for you. If you're doing something little, I suggest that you sort of, if you're not too confident. Okay, so let's come out with this. Okay, so that turned out brilliant. Let's bring this down here. Oh. Let's come back and we can decorate the front. Now, flying by to say hi, I already stamped that out as well. So we've got that there, and then we've got the happy birthday. So we can pop this into that side. But we can just come in with a little bit of green around it. So let's come in with my green brush. Here it is, that's my blue one. This is my green one. So just grab your little brush. If you're not sure, just wind it. Come in on your glass mat if you've got a glass mat, and come around and just do around the edge a little bit. Just adds a little bit of colour to it. and you can do it as much as you want or as little as you want. It's entirely up to you. Couple of dimensions behind there. You can decorate these up any way you want. I mean, you can add flowers, you can add sayings, you can add writing paper. If you've got writing paper, you can do that. So now we've got our plane. Now, because I've actually done it in the ink, I'm thinking if I use my... No, that's my wrong one. That one's not the right one, because that one I use for... Here it is. I was thinking I might use my water paper one, but I'm also thinking I might use the Winker Stella. I like the Winker Stella too. Let's go Winker Stella. Let's give it a little bit of glim on the plane. So if you come over this, the green will come out very softly because it's a water-based ink. So I can colour my plane very softly and have that tinge of green because I've done it with that ink. Okay, so which is really, really great. Means that I don't have to pick up any colour, just using what's on here. Okay, so just using what's from the stamping. And you can use it with your Winker Stella pen or your watercolour pen. Now we're just going to give that a couple of minutes to dry. And I have some baby ones here. So let me grab my little baby dimensions. Put a couple on here. Oh, you know what? We could have put a bigger one on here, but I'm putting the little one on here. That's okay. We could have put a couple of on there, the aeroplanes. We could have put a couple on there, I think. But that's all right. We've gone with one. I can change that and lift it up. I can change it and make more. So here's our beautiful little book. We've got the leather... Whoop, just trying to show you the whole lot. So we've got the happy birthday banner down the bottom. And then we've got the flex leather up here, which is absolutely beautiful. Thanks, Robbie. Thank you. I think it could have probably had a little bit bigger aeroplane, but can you see how the colour has come out on that aeroplane to match up with our glimmer on the bag? And you can do that. Now let me just grab the one that we did from kit class the other night. Now this was for a lady's card, and absolutely, again, a beautiful card. And we use ribbon on this one as well. But we use the designer series paper, which you can see it on my post. And we used a little bit of paper ribbon on there and did a little bit of a tassel down the bottom. So you can sort of see you can make them up however you want. I've made some really beautiful ones with these. But I think this one, I'm going to bring in a little bit more. Actually, I'm thinking I might take that out. And I'm going to do a little green square in there. Let me just, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of designer series paper. I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors and I'll show you what I'm going to do, because I think it just needs something underneath it because it's hiding from the yellow. And I think it's going to come up onto the green like that, where it's got the mat behind it. And then I'm just going to come in with some dimensions. Sorry, I'm just putting dimensions on it, not doing anything, anything that you can't see or know what to do. Okay, and then we're going to bring this into it. Now I think that's a little bit more that you can sort of see that little aeroplane. So just think, there you go. How's that? That's brightened it up a little bit more by bringing that little bit of colour in behind there. Adding it into the paper that we used. So you can just add something to make that plain pop out. Yes, I agree, Robin. Just makes the aeroplane pop up. Thank you everyone for watching me today. Congratulations to Betty for winning the prize last night. That's awesome. Now, if you've made a comment today, I got a couple of things to quickly share with you before I do give you what your challenge is. Our suite next week, let me just quickly share the suite next week, is this one. Widely flowering. This is beautiful. The Designer Series paper in this is absolutely gorgeous. It also comes with the Wildflower Design Stamp Set, and it comes with dies, and it comes with embossing folders, and it comes with these beautiful brads that I was using last night. It is much better, I agree, Kay. It just lost it. Yeah, so this is the suite that we're using coming up Monday. So how gorgeous is this suite? This is a beautiful suite. So this is, don't forget we have 15% off papers at the moment, so you can purchase more papers if you want to at the moment, which is a really good deal. Okay, so I am excited about that. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to do a wheel in the morning. I will, even though it's Saturday, I'll do a wheel in the morning because I've got to get off, or I might even do it this afternoon. I want you to write down what type of card you think will go with that paper. What type of card would go with that paper? So, you know, it might be a joyful card, it might be a plain card, it might be happy birthday, it might be an anniversary, a get well card, just to name some. So just put down what you think. I'll write all your names down, and some lucky person's going to get a mystery gift, because remember, we're celebrating my birthday. Birthdays aren't celebrated unless you have prezzies. So, and don't forget, if you haven't signed up and re-entered all your information for me, please do. I've put it under a new heading at the moment. It's still Help Me Help You. But I've got what would you do with $100 of free spending, because that is the prize for some lucky person by just filling out and giving me your information, okay? Because I need to update all my information. Hi, Mary. Wedding. Good on you. So I'm going to put all your names in the wheel, and I'm going to give everyone a little bit of time. So I like to also let the people that re-watch it include into it. So watch the replay, sweetie. So yeah, so that's the idea. Tell me what you think, because this paper is absolutely gorgeous. It's got the most beautiful papers in this suite. If you haven't seen it, go onto my online store, or it's in the main catalogue. What page? It's page 41 in the main catalogue. So if you've got the annual catalogue, it's on page 41. So it's just gorgeous. So come up with some ideas for me. Help me out. I love your help. So God bless you all, and thanks, Kay, for filling out your information. Appreciate that. Don't forget to let your friends know if you run into them to jump online and to fill that information out, because at the moment, only the people that fill out that information will be going into my information page. And I'll be having that on going throughout to the whole year, but the only $100 is only offered until the 23rd of August, my 18 years in Stampin' Up. So I'm very excited about that. So some lucky person's going to win $100 worth of free spending on me. So God bless you all. I hope you all enjoyed our card today. I don't know where it's gone, over here. And we'll catch you all on Monday. Hope you have a beautiful weekend, whatever you're doing. God bless you all, and bye for now.